What's good, my people? What's good? This is Big Tone, one half of the Chronic OGs podcast. Thank you guys for listening, tuning in, and all that good stuff. I'll tell you what I'm going to do after I change the music. I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to do things a little differently. I was trying to refrain from bringing up this topic in any of the discussions. I was trying to refrain from having this topic be a solo topic and bring it up in the discussions. But I don't think I can reserve myself anymore. So before I get into this, I want to say this. Please like, subscribe, view. While my brother and I are trying to get this podcast up and going and get it more recognizable, the one thing we need is for you guys to like the videos, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel and anywhere else you watch your podcast. We're also on Spotify as well, but please like, subscribe to the Chronic OGs podcast YouTube page. So let me get into this. So Monday, take that back. So the fact that the white privilege of America is what I want to talk about. Because early in the week, over the weekend, somebody approached me about that. Of course, it was a white person. And we had a candid discussion. They seem to think white privilege is decreasing. I think it's getting more recognized. But so we have a guy who is running for president. This person who's running for president has just announced at SneakerCon. The dude is at SneakerCon announcing these sneakers is $399. Some fool spent $10,000 to have his sneakers autographed. The sneakers are sold out. It just so happens that this was announced soon after the judgment for, $400+ million that he got to pay the state of New York. So check this out. 91 felony counts. Constantly insulting the DA and the judge and the clerk. Dude had people wanting to kill the clerk for her doing her job. He lies. Dude is ordered to pay over $80 million in a sexual harassment civil suit. Over $450 million to the state of New York and not allowed to do business in New York for 3 years. Tried to steal an election and basically was saying that people in Wisconsin, Nevada, Pennsylvania, wherever, Georgia, our votes didn't mean anything because we didn't vote for him. And if you do not vote for him, that means the election is rigged. Classified documents stored near his shitter. Excuse my language, Miss Nancy. Classified documents stored near his bathroom, in his bathroom. Classified documents, CIA level stuff. Like the top of the top, where our spies are, where our intelligence coming from. That's all stacked up in his bathroom in Florida. Or in some secret closet that he think nobody else has access to. But I'm sure he's not the only one with the key. Dude said that, hey, I want to be a dictator for a day. Do you really think that'll last one day? Do you really think he would be given that power, and as power hungry as he is, it'll last just one day? No, it wouldn't. He's not racist, right? What about the Central Park Five? Even after they were acquitted and it was known that they were not a part of that crime, this dude said they should go to jail anyway. Go to jail anyway for what? They just said they didn't commit a crime, so why should 5 black or 5 people of color go to jail. For what, homie? What are we talking about right now? And let's not forget the time he let the Russians in the Oval Office. Let's not forget the time standing on the stage at a summit, he said he believed Russia over Don, I think his name was Don Coates, who was the CIA director or NSA director or something like that. Basically what he said was he'll believe Putin, who's known to be a liar, a killer, a murderer, a war crime, everything. He gonna believe that dude who cannot stand the US. He gonna believe that dude over lifelong people serving this country, the intelligence agency. That's crazy to me. So, and now let's talk about what happened in my hometown. Washington, D.C., the DMV. So your man's in them. First thing he did that bothered me, well, one of the things he did that was messed up was when everybody was outside the White House, and the dude had the police spray tear gas and get people out of the way so he can take a picture next to a church where he held the Bible upside down like a dumbass. But we ain't gonna talk about that, right? So what about the absolute disrespect he showed for Congress when he urged his insurrectionists to walk up to the Capitol, storm it, take a crap on Nancy Pelosi's desk, open her mail, take pisses everywhere, break windows, break walls. It's just not to talk about the violence they did to the cops. Those are the same people that's so pro police. Those are the same people that were so pro police, and they tried to overthrow the election. And now I'm hearing Nikki Haley is saying if she win, she would pardon Donald Trump. Well, all of these people call themselves patriots. All these people call it. Donald Trump always talk about America first. If you are a Donald Trump supporter, you're a fool. Because you're a fool if you believe he's thinking about you. He's trying to put you first. Only thing he cares about you is your credit card number. Your debit card number. That's it. That's the only thing he cares about. The only thing he cares about is being in power and collecting that dollar from you people who continue to support him. So all of y'all that support him, let me ask you a question. What does he do for the people? Biden ain't perfect. And that stuff that's happening at the border wall is messed up. And we need to get a handle on that ASAP. But I know Biden cares. You're not going to tell me riding with Biden don't care. But Trump, he cared about himself. And the crazy thing is, now he just asked for 30 days to pay that bond, the $400 million bond or whatever the case may be. But I thought you was a billionaire, homie. I thought you said you was worth about 4, 5, 6 billion. Why you need an extra 30 days? Your son-in-law just got $2 billion from Saudi Arabia. He can't give you a loan. He can't give you a loan at all. Nah, you just gonna continue to rob and steal from these people who you have brainwashed into believing that you give a shit about this country when you don't. You the one said you was gonna pardon everybody got arrested for trying to destroy the Capitol. How should they get why should they get pardoned? I just need some help understanding that. Why should they get pardoned? Nope. Now this dude got 91 felony counts. 91 felony counts. And he's allowed to, number one, be out of jail. He spent about 2 seconds in jail. He took a mugshot and he was, the dude is even selling the mugshots on t-shirts. And y'all, your supporters, you people that are supporters, y'all are buying that. Really? So the dude goes to jail for about 2 minutes, 91 felonies, in and out, done. Pause. If his name was Donald Johnson, do you really think 91 felonies he'd be allowed to run for president? And all the civil stuff, run for president. You think he'd be allowed to run for president? All of the stuff he's done, I'm going to grab him by the coochie. Shithole countries. He told Putin, well, you can do what you want. You can do what you want to people that ain't paying. I'm having a hard time understanding why this guy is allowed to run amok of our elections, run amok of our federal government, run amok of the Department of Justice, run amok. Everything he touches turns back. Everything he touches turns back. And y'all can say what y'all want. I'd rather pay inflation prices than have that dude as president. I pay $3 a gallon for gas. Yep. Stuff that cost me $400 in the grocery store used to cost me $300. You know what? To be honest with you, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. What I'm not cool with is, okay, us losing our standing in the world community, the black community being shitted on by Democrats and Republicans. Well, with all that said, who do you trust more? Who do you trust? Who do you believe cares about this country first, and not as a way to an end? He knows that if he gets elected president, all of them court cases and stuff goes away. All of it. So I'm going to go down this list one more time so people can completely understand how I feel about this situation. Only in America can you have 91 felony counts and still run for president. You can crap on the judges. You can crap on the DAs. You can crap on the prosecutors. You can crap on the clerks. But you're still out of jail. You ordered to pay over $85 million for a sexual assault case that happened umpteen years ago. But you still have to pay that. You're ordered to pay anywhere from $350 to $450 million to the state of New York, and it's not allowed to do business in the state of New York for 3 years. You talking about you build New York. You ain't build nothing. Tried to steal an election, started an insurrection, and then you still peddling these election lies. Like, it's impossible for you to fucking lose. You didn't, excuse my language, Miss Nancy, you didn't file for bankruptcy 3-4 times, so why are you the best for the job? You still peddling these lies, talking about the election was rigged. The election was rigged. There's been over 60 court cases. The Supreme Court even said, nah, we cool. We're not even going to hear that. So, that's my son calling. So, but you still allowed to run for president. So, took classified documents to the crib. And then didn't want to give them back. Lied to the FBI about giving the documents back. Just lied. Yeah, I gave them all back. Had the attorneys sign off on that shit. It wasn't true. That's another thing. And I'm going to get into that real fast. The dude stated that he wanted to be a dictator. for a day. You really think that he wanted to do that shit for a day? Because he see Putin, and that's what he believes. He believed Vladimir Putin can over our own intelligence agency that he hired. Don Coates, he hired Don Coates. He hired these people. But because Vladimir Putin said what he said, Vladimir Putin was very adamant that he didn't have anything to do with the election. And now we just found out that the FBI informant that's supposedly would be the one that was the end-all be-all to put Biden in jail was lying, and he was getting his information from where? Russian intelligence. But Russia ain't had nothing to do with it. Russia. And then you got the Central Park 5. You got the Stormy Daniels. And this one right here is actually kind of funny. The dude buried his ex-wife on his property in New Jersey, I believe it was. So he wouldn't have to pay taxes on the property because now it's considered a cemetery. And for some reason, cemeteries and churches don't have to pay taxes, which is the biggest crock of shit ever. That's just amazing. But that's neither here nor there, so I don't even know why I brought that up. But that will be up in a later topic. And then all of these people that followed these dudes that continue to hop on his team, not looking at the Mark Meadows, the Sidney Powells, the Rudy Giuliani's, how they joined this dude and their careers are over. Over. We talking about prominent dudes, attorneys, and bigwigs in the political scene in D.C., the whole nine. Your career is now over because of your affiliation and what you tried to pull off and what you tried to do with Donald Trump. And it's just amazing to me that people continue to sign on knowing that you got it's very probable that you're going to get into some type of trouble dealing with Donald Trump before it's all said and done. I don't understand that. I just don't understand that. Like, when is enough with this dude? When are we as a country going to say, you know what? I'm a Republican. I'm a Congress member. Blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm not going to keep telling these lies for this man who's not even here. They wanted a border deal. Republicans wanted a border deal. They weren't going to do anything else until they got a border deal. So Biden and the Democrats decided to, on one of the most conservative border deals that has been brought to Congress. Trump says, "Hey, don't accept that deal because I want the border to be messed up for when I run, for when the election I can hold it against Biden." That's the only reason why they don't have a border deal yet. The only reason. But you know what? Those are the same people that's putting the country first. So you want the influx of migrants to stop. They said, okay, cool, this is what we're gonna do. Your constituents and your colleagues in Congress is cool with it. But when Trump said no, this dumbass Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, says no. Where they find this dude at? I watch CNN every day. I watch MSNBC every day. And believe it or not, I watch Fox News every day. I ain't never seen this dude. Then all of a sudden, he's the Speaker of the House. So what you know what he is? He one of them things where you have a string coming down from the top and nobody can see the string. And then the string is in the back of this wooden or cloth object, right? And the person that's up there with the strings is pulling the strings and telling the person how to dance. I think it's called a puppet. That's right, a puppet. So they hired this dude who's a puppet, and he'll do anything Donald Trump. Donald Trump is actually running the House of Representatives right now. And got a lot to do, Senate. We need to, as a country, clean this stain off our carpet. Better yet, just replace the carpet. Because as much as the closer this dude get to the Oval Office again, the more the security of this country is in danger. We don't know what documents are missing. We don't know who knows what. We don't know what Vladimir Putin knows about our secrets. We don't. Because I'm not oblivious to think that, oh boy, wouldn't have talked to Putin about some of the stuff that was going on. That's secrets. So, he got sneakers out, bro. And people buying them for four bills. For $4, people buying them. That's crazy. So y'all go out and get y'all Donald Trump sneakers. I'm gonna have my team all playing Donald Trump sneakers. This shit is crazy to me. 91 felony counts. I just wanted to get that off my chest, my people. This was a redo to the original episode. Thank y'all for coming out. Thank y'all for listening to the Chronic OGs podcast. I'm that boy they call Big Tone. I'm out. Yes, sir.